Sam. Here's another of my layouts. I call this one the Hellfire Fortress. Let's first take a look at the layout. Skip this portion. Okay, so that is the basic layout here. So down at the bottom I have the entrance. I've again done one with the entrance at the bottom. So you have the door with a long staircase that connects all the way to the top level. The core tower, as you can see here, is out in the back all the way to the top. And let's start with the top layer. So we have our combination of electromagnetic and 406 cannons, a couple of rocket arrays at the back facing outward on each side, and go in front here. So most of the elements on this level are fed by this Supreme autoloader. So you have some smart motors, and it's supplying artillery to all these as well, and also the Hellfires up on top. So in certain places, the ones at the back I'm not really bothered about because it's two of them. And in a normal, say for example City 5 run, then I wouldn't need that much firepower to take down the big bosses, because 6 of them, I think it's more than sufficient. It's almost like an overkill. These ones should be able to easily take down all 6 of them. And even in Endless, I would have these ones fed continuously through this loader, so this should be enough to take care of business even in Endless mode. Up here, like I said, core tower, and then my usual setup of having material converter, power converter, healing stations. Then I have my dismantler and assembler just in case, one on each side. Some healing grenade launchers, cargo drones. So these are all pretty standard for my bases. I will have quite a few of cargo drones and things like that to send back some loot. A couple of missile silos. You can see some more cargo drones here at the bottom. There's a couple of Promethean devices that I also like to have on the base. Excuse me. For this loader you have your conveyor setup with advanced ammo makers and round producers supplying to this one here. I still have a lot of space on this base as well, in terms of, for example, I have this area here. You can see so much of empty space that I could utilize and put more things on there. Plus I have empty space kind of behind here as well. As you can see, on one side I've put all the artillery, small artillery formations, and stake walls and all those consoles, whatever you want to call it. This side is pretty much empty again, so I could use this more. I mean, the stats, as you can see, are pretty high. 18,202 and 19,000, so it's I don't really feel like I need to add more in terms of generators or battery packs and things like that. And the sides coming a bit lower, well, you have one row of CIWSs here and one on the opposite side there. So these are on low range, so that only when the enemies get really close, if they do get close, then they would start targeting. A few exterminators, another small row of Hellfires here, 3 of them, a couple of Vipers in different spots here. Again, these are fed by these, supported on these ones, one on this side, another Supreme on the other. They have their own conveyor and ammo generation here. So these I've just put just to give it that range, because with this placement I'm not able to reach, for example, the guns in the front, the Hellfires. So I'm just using that to kind of relay, and so the Supreme would feed the autoloader, and that in turn would feed the Hellfires. That what you can see there is the actual staircase from the bottom going all the way to the core tower. So I've given slight access here, so if I do need to come out on this level, I can come off the main staircase and jump onto this one. This is more of a decoration. I was trying something else, but then the placement of the slots don't allow me to place too many things on there, because it says unaligned slots. So I've just put a few MG turrets on there for lack of anything else to put on there. Again, on this side you can see the stack system that I use. I use resource storage boxes to increase the height, so that I can get that kind of stacked effect, one after the other. If this was lower, then it would give me a collision error, as in it's colliding with other components error. So this is how I would normally increase it, so I can place it all one behind the other. Coming down at the back, I don't really have much on this one. I've just fortified it with Aegis panels all the way up and down as much as I could. Few battery packs there just to give it a different look. These ones again just to take up empty space, and in case any enemies spawn out towards the back, then they should be able to take care of them. Coming out, so again you can see through this area here I still have so much of empty space. I was thinking of putting in few weapons here, but because it's so far in from the edge, in terms of targeting, I don't think it would work out that much. So I'm still thinking if I do want to change it, maybe I might go and edit it out and try something different here. I was trying to get this out further, in terms of extending it out further out to the side here, but yeah, there were a few hiccups there in terms of I couldn't get the entire section to come out without giving me the lacking support error. So I kind of stopped at this. I will try a few other things and see if I can get it out. Maybe in another update I'll try and change that up. In the front, I don't know if I went through it. So you have a couple of Supremes here in the front, which is feeding ammo to my Hellfires here in the front. I think it's basically only that, and a couple of guns here. It's not doing anything else. It again has its own ammo production on the inside. If I can go into X-ray, let me start at the bottom. So at the bottom, as you can see, so these are for these Supremes. I have the conveyor system on both sides, supplying ammo to those. Filled up most of this with resource storage boxes. This area would be all with battery packs, mostly like that. So it's stacked end to end with battery packs all the way around. Some generators on the sides and towards the end here, just to fill up some more empty space. Coming up again, I think I'll have some more, another kind of level with battery packs stacked fully from end to end, as you can see. So that all that contributes to this 19,000 after placing all components on it. Coming up in the next layer, you can see another couple of Supremes with their own conveyor setup. So this in the middle, what you can see is my main staircase that's going from the bottom level all the way to the actual core tower. So as you can see, I'm bringing it up bit by bit. So that's your next level here, where you have a couple of Promethean devices like I had shown. Coming further, then we'll get the next Supreme with its own loading system there, or ammo system, and all the way to the top with my 406 and the big guns. So that basically is it. That is my Hellfire Fortress, and I call it Hellfire Fortress. I mean, I have 3, 6, 9, 12 Hellfires, but I think I've designed it in a way wherein when I get more Hellfires, because Hellfires, as everyone knows, are quite difficult to accumulate, takes a lot of components, then you have to have enough CIWSs, and I think the most tiresome component to get is the xenium. Let me see, I've forgotten the name of that. Yeah, the xenium vial. This is what takes a lot of. First you have to find enough xenium ore, then enough xenium plants, and then once you get that, then you need to build your normal CIWSs. So then after you get a certain number, then you have enough to build a Hellfire. So the Hellfires obviously take up a lot of things, a lot of components. It's quite difficult to get enough, but the way I've designed it is I can get rid of these on the sides here and place a few more Hellfires here, similarly on the other side, and so on. So it will get upgraded, if I may call it that, in the future, but I've done the layout in a way that I can fit in a lot more Hellfires here, and even certain things in the middle. But for now, that is my Hellfire Fortress, as I call it. I will stop here for this video. I do hope you liked this layout. Please do like and subscribe to my channel if you did, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye bye.